Hey guys, I am going to be doing a little bit of a theory video. Well, it's more of a theory than it is actual thing, but I have some research I've done about Hamilton references or songs that refer to things in the Dsmp, and we have, in order that I'm going to do them because it's going to be easy, is Scarlet Sisters, Battle of Yorktown, Dear Theodosia, Ten Dual Commandments, Adam's Administration, History as It Ties on You, Camden Battle 1 and 2, We Know, Election of 1800 and Non-Stop. So the first one is Scarlet Sisters. In page 5 of the Lemberg Declaration of Independence, they use the lyrics, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal," which Angelica sings when she encounters Aaron Burr, or when she's talking about meeting Thomas Jefferson and reading a book by Thomas Paine called Common Sense. So it says, "I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men say I'm intense, or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'm going to compel him to include women in the sequel work." Which is one of my favourites. And then we have Yorktown, which is about the Battle of Yorktown in 1781, and it shows the Dream Team's plan for the war against Lemberg, or the British, because Europeans, should I say. Wilbur, Tommy, Tubbo, Fundy, Tommy, Wilbur and Jack were in it, and Nikki was in it, and I believe Philza was in it. George wasn't, because he was already on the Dream Team side, because he was Rian's friend. But the spy on the inside refers to Eric, as he worked with Dream. So the thing I'm talking about is when we finally, so the first thing before it is, "When we finally dragged the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside. That's right, Hercules Mulligan. Tell him spying on the British government. I take the measurements of information and I smuggle it. What? Brothers revolutionary coming in. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you're up against the ruffians. Being the somebody got a shovel. Hercules Mulligan. I need no introduction when you're not minute. Down I get back up again." And it says, and it's the like waving the flag, then they lose it, the thing. And then the next one is Dear Theodosia, which is Burr and Hamilton talking about the son and daughter for Burr, son for Hamilton. But I believe it's like when Fundy comes out as trans, but it's like before and after, because Wilbur in the Dsmp thing is Fundy's dad. It says, "Dear Theodore," or it says it. So the first one is, "Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out. I thought I was so smart. And then it says, you will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. When we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, oh Philip, when you smile I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. So much more inside me now. And then it says, my father wasn't around. And then they both say, yeah, you'll come of age with a young nation. Similar to the thing about Theodosia. And then we have the 10 dual commandments, which is the duel between Tommy and Dream when during the disc saga, trying to get discs. Whoever won got discs. And then so it says they both the video with the dueling say, so Wilbur counts 10 and says 10 paces fire. The song goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10 paces fire. Boom. And then we have Adam's administration, which is when Schlatt gets voted in as president of Lamberg. So, destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president. Washington can't help you. While Mr. Nice Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard, and Hamilton publishes his response. Sit down, John, you fat mother. Hamilton's out of control. This is great. He's out of power, he holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party. Hamilton's a host unto himself. As long as he can hold the pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know. If you've not watched Hamilton, you don't know the three songs in it's 4 songs, isn't it? It's like 4 songs. It's like the Adams administration, we know, Hurricane, and the Reynolds pamphlet, and then Burn after that. So it's like, welcome, folks, to the Adams, and Hamilton's a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know. Then we know was like the things between hi Dad. Okay. There. Okay, that was my mum. It's talking about after the aftermath of the Lamberg election, when Schlatt and Quackity win the election and exile Wilbur and Tommy, which is when Washington and Nice President Allen fires Hamilton, which is Wilbur in that case, I think. Then we have History Has Its Eye on You, which is weird. I was young. It's talking about Wilbur talking to either Tommy or Tubbo about what went wrong and how to avoid it after the Lamberg Festival when Wilbur becomes Ghostbuster. I was younger than you are now when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake. Little shame lies in me, and now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on you. And then the next thing is, let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. And then, yeah, that's that. And it talks. Then we have Cabinet Battle 1 and 2. Now, number 1 is more of the money side of things, because the issue on the table, Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor. Life and liberty in the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals and we wouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men and quote. Don't act surprised, you guys, 'cause I wrote them. Basically, that's talking about the money problem. However, the life and liberty in the pursuit of happiness is also in the Lemberg Declaration of Independence on page 7. But it's in pursuit of victory instead of happiness, because I believe. And then, but Hamilton forgets his plan would have the government assume state debt. Now place your bets on as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits. Not true. Oh, if the shoe fits where if New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't text us off because we got it made in the shade. In Virginia we planted. Thank you, Secretary Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a real nation. Would you like to join us or stay mellow doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts, the union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic. How do you not get it? If we plant seed in the South, we create it. Really doing the planning. Don't look at me on the wall. You didn't fight in it. We almost died in a trench while you were off getting high with a friend. And then Hamilton gets, excuse me, sitting there useless as two. Hey, turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits. Excuse me. Jefferson, Madison, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. Yeah, and then, yeah. The votes. That's the vote thing. And then Cabinet Battle 2, it's on the debates and elections from before the election. Electorate. English on the table. The Francis verge with Omar, basically talking about how to pay for war and help people war and stuff. Then we know is more of a Wilbur thing. Because it's more about talking about Wilbur when he buys TNT to blow up the Lemberg for the Lemberg Festival. We have this check stubs from different accounts, almost $1,000 paid in different amounts to Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791. Obviously, we would replace Mr. James Reynolds with Mr. Dream was taken, because that is where he bought his TNT. Jefferson says we have the check stubs from different accounts, from separate accounts. I'm guessing that will be Filzer, because Filzer is the dad. And then we have almost $1,000 paid in different amounts, which is Madison, would be Tommy, and Burr would be Techno. It's Filzer, Techno and Tommy talking to Will about the TNT he bought from Dream to blow Lemberg. Obviously, they may not have known that it was for Lemberg, but obviously they knew something was up. And then Madison says, you are uniquely situated by virtue of your position. The virtue is not a word I would apply to this situation. Seek financial gain straight from his living to get into spade and speculation and embezzling our government. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. And then the next one is election of 1800, which is before and after the Twitter vote of the election of Lamberg, Quackity endorses Schlatt and becomes Vice President, which is the Hamilton birth situation, Hamilton Jefferson situation. Or like a key endorsement might redeem you. Who do you have in mind? Don't laugh. Who is it? You used to work on the same staff. Why? It might be nice to get Quackity on your side. It might be nice to get Quackity on your side. But talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against. And then I don't think well, he's gonna lose. That's just defeated. Love of friends, Jerry, so I'll leave this because Wilbur and Tommy are like, they make. At first they were gonna be like, we're gonna just do this election. Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams was in the engine, so who are you promoting? You know, who's Jefferson or Bear? Had to choose if you. And then after it says, if you had to choose, it's a tie. If you had to choose, it's up to delegates. If you had to choose. Yeah. When Hamilton is Quackity and Mother's Jefferson is He is. Oh, it's the last person to vote. Jefferson and Madison are Schlatt and Quackity. But is Wilbur. Don't know who Tommy is yet. And then non-stop. It is when Wilbur writes the Declaration of Independence and when all the debates happened. The one that went back to New York after the war. So there's two things. First things, after Hamilton thing, so they're doing Levi Weeks is innocent, Chloe first witness, that's all you have to say. Okay, one more thing. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon I'll choose me, be your you. Why do you act like you're running out of time? Why do you act like you're running out of time? Every day like you're running out of time. Keep on fighting in the meantime. So, yeah. Thank you for listening. If you come up with more theories, please comment them down below if the comments are switched on. Or follow me up on my YouTube, TikTok account, MCYTXMCU_Rambo. Love that. Thank you for being here today. Also, I have dyed my hair. It isn't permanent. If you go to my school and you don't see me placard when they come back, you know it's not permanent. Okay, bye.